What's going on, Dragon Ball super fans? Welcome back. UnrealEntGaming here today, joined by JRzSaiyan, and today we're going to be covering the entirety of the Dragon Ball Super Chapter 8 manga release, and in particular today we're going to be discussing our thoughts on Frost. Now, I'm pretty sure you, just as I'm just very excited about this because we finally get new information. We finally get, an inside look as to, who Kaba is, who Frost is, and whatnot. So today we're going to be talking about Frost, in particular his origins and whatnot. So, Mr. JR, I have a question for you. So now that we understand who Frost is, essentially he is the Emperor of Universe 6, but he's not necessarily an evil, ruthless Emperor like how Frieza was, because Piccolo wasn't able to sense any violence or evil within him. So I would like to know your overall thoughts on him being the Emperor of Universe 6, and what does that essentially mean, like in terms of him not being violent, him being potentially a very benevolent, character within that universe, because we know that Frieza in Universe 7 was a very ruthless character, and a very ruthless Emperor within, that time frame. And now that we have Frost being the Emperor of Universe 6, and for him not to be evil, like what are your thoughts on that, for him actually being a good Emperor for once?
Well, that's kind of weird. I mean, we're so used to a damn emperor that rules, who's a douche and this and that. I mean, even in history, in real life, I mean, emperors haven't really been the good guys. So
Absolutely.
it's really curious to think, how was this guy ruling the universe? I guess being a good guy. I mean, how is that universe
Ruling without an iron fist.
exactly?
I get what you're saying.
And I mean, I'm as curious as you are to see what kind of secrets he holds, because I mean, that's his first form, right? Or we can I guess or whatnot. That's his first form because it looks exactly like Frieza's first form.
Absolutely.
So I'm super duper curious to see what he'll turn into. Now remember, he cannot be golden because I mean, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to be golden. He'll probably want another color. Remember, Golden Frieza chose golden because of Goku Super Saiyan's golden. So I mean, there's a lot of things that are boggling my mind that I cannot just put into words.
Well, for me personally, I like the fact that, number one, he is the Emperor of the universe, but he's not ruling with an iron fist. He actually has mercy, I would suppose. Now, there was certain references and dialogue referring to him holding secrets. He does possess, hidden potential that we don't know about, and he does have abilities and unknown factors that we are all curious on. So, like, I want to ask you, like, what are your thoughts as to what he's holding, behind, and, like, what he's keeping away from anybody else pretty much revealing? Like, what do you think Frost has to offer in this tournament in terms of like him revealing more and more so how powerful he is, and essentially how ruthless he could be when it comes to battle? Because again, Piccolo was able to sense that he didn't have any violence within him, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he isn't violent when it comes to fighting and whatnot. So like, what are your thoughts on like what he's holding back potentially?
He's probably holding back one of the greatest powers we have yet to see, in my opinion. Now, just like how you can't sense God Ki, maybe Piccolo senses the same thing. You can't really sense anything with him, but this guy could be holding back so much that, I mean, we have to really watch out with this guy, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, what's really remarkable here is the fact that he never heard of Frieza before. Like, when the name was
Oh,
dropped,
yeah.
he was just confused. He was like, I never really heard of this Frieza person. Like, who is he? And that came as a big shock to both Goku and Vegeta because he looks just like Frieza. So I do agree with what you said. I do believe that he holds power that we haven't seen before. So the question here lingers, is he going to push the Super Saiyan gods, like, to the brink of their powers?
Uh, I sure hope so. I mean, yes, I do hope so. I really do hope so.
Because again, we saw what Golden Frieza was able to do, which is really remarkable because for him to train in such a short time period and for him to catch up to Goku and Vegeta, it was quite remarkable. But again, Goku and Vegeta have been training in the hyperbolic time chamber as Super Saiyan gods for 3 freaking years. So that, like, their Zenkai boost must be through the roof. I mean, like, for them to fight for 3 years consistently, I mean, I'm pretty sure they've gotten exceptionally stronger since they fought Golden Frieza. But that raises questions on Champa's team as well, because again, Champa's team, he does possess very interesting characters, but again, each and every single character does have hidden secrets about them that we don't know yet. For example, the first round with Goku and Botamo, like, Botamo does have secrets that he has yet to reveal to Goku during that fight, because as we saw when Goku knocked him down and whatever, Botamo stood back up and he was smiling at Goku. So a similar fact can be noted about Frost, because what if Frost, as you said, is in his early stages, in his first form? We don't know how many forms he does have. As you said, I mean, a lot of people out there are going to speculate, oh, he has a golden form. He does not have a golden form because, as you just pointed out, Frieza specifically chose gold because he wanted his revenge to be based off of the golden fighter, the Super Saiyan form. Now, in terms of, like, you know, like Frost's power, like, do you think his power would exceed Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or do you think he would be, like, somewhere on par with them?
I think in the tournament, they're not going to go straight to Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. I really don't think so. So I really hope it puts them just to the point of turning, you know what I mean?
So pretty much pushing them to the point where they're about to turn Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, but not essentially. Why? Why is that?
Because we just got the form, and I don't want them to overuse it, you know? Because then we'll be tired of seeing it.
Absolutely, I get where you're coming from, but for me, I feel the opposite, because if they have those forms, why not be able to utilize them? Because what if, for example, they do have future plans to create new forms or whatever? Why not give, you know, Goku and Vegeta a chance to showcase those forms in their entireties during this tournament? Because again, I do feel as if something's going to happen to where they will get pushed to use those forms. I mean, that's a given. Who is gonna push them? We don't know yet. Again, with Majin Buu being out of the equation, they're down to 4 fighters, so we don't know who's gonna substitute to fill in for that position. What I'm really, you know, excited and kind of curious about is the fact that Beerus really wants Monaka to be last, because I'm pretty sure Beerus knows that Goku and Vegeta just might lose, which is why he might be saving the best for last, because as puny and pathetic as Monaka may look, he is, not might, but he is the strongest one to ever test Beerus, as stated by him when he told Goku, like, you weren't my most, you know, ferocious rival, it was actually someone else, that being this dude, Monaka. So I'm pretty sure that even while Super Saiyan God Super Saiyans, I think Goku and Vegeta just might fail in terms of winning on over the tournament, because again, I think it just might boil down to Monaka being the final sole survivor on the team. Then again, we don't really know what's going to happen. But again, Frost does hold so many secrets about him. Now, what I like, again, is the fact that he is a good emperor. He's not an evil emperor like Frieza. And I'm really curious as to, like, you know, what kind of, like, history does he have tying in with Frieza, because we do know that they look very similar. So are they a part of the same race? Are they related by any chance? So, like, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that by some chance they are related in a way, or do you think they have no tie-ins whatsoever?
You're talking about Frieza and Frost?
Frost and Frieza, yeah.
I do think they might be related in some way, somehow. I mean, you never know. There might be a damn Frieza in Universe 6. That's good. That'd be pretty weird, actually.
I don't think that's the case, because again, if there were a good Frieza in Universe 6, they would have brought that up, because Frost did not even, like, recognize the name Frieza, because Frieza is synonymous within Universe 7, because if you were anybody who was anybody and you were living somewhere and you heard the name Frieza, you would know he was the emperor of the universe, and he was like this, you know, overlord, this planetary destroyer and stuff. But in Universe 6, there is no reference to Frieza at all, which is interesting enough, because in that timeline you have Frost, but Frost isn't really a tyrant. The same can be applied as the Saiyans as well. Like Kaba, his Saiyan race is not evil. They're not, you know, lustful for, you know, like violence and bloodshed and stuff. They're actually a very different race. So which is mind blowing enough. But again, I personally think that at some point it actually is going to boil down to Frost versus either Vegeta and Goku, and I really do believe that based on their weaknesses, I think that if Frost fights Goku, Goku is going to drop his guard. I do believe Frost is going to eliminate him. Not to the point where it's going to be like a savage elimination. If you remember how Pikkon fought Goku, it was somewhat like a friendly battle, although it was very, very, you know, ferocious, and it was very, like, you know, tenseful when they fought each other. I do believe that whoever, you know, fights Frost is going to be, like, to a point where it's not going to be a fight to the death. It's going to be a fight to where it's going to be friendly competition. But again, I think that if Goku does fight Frost, I think that Goku is going to drop his guard in a way, which is going to cause Vegeta to step in, or maybe the polar opposite. Maybe Vegeta gets overthrown by Frost, and then that forces Goku to fight or whatever. I mean, again, the possibilities here are endless. I mean, this is an opinionated video, guys, so drop your opinions down in the comment section below. But, like, my final question to you is, do you think this is going to force Vegeta and Goku to somewhat work together into fusing to fight some of these characters off?
I do. I think at the end, what? Wait, can they even work together though?
I mean, they agreed not to in episode 27 when Goku confronted Vegeta about it. But then again, that's just them talking about it now because they have the power. But what if their powers, their newfound powers, are pushed to the very core? I mean, they're gonna have no other choice here but to work together in essence. And if that ever happens, that'll be really awesome to see whoever it is, maybe Gogeta, Vegeta, whoever it is, step up against Heat or maybe Frost or anybody like that. But I do think, in my opinion, that Frost will definitely push these dudes in their Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan forms. Whether or not he beats them in those forms is unknown. If Golden Frieza was able to beat down Goku, like to the point where he lost stamina himself, I think that if Golden Frieza didn't lose the stamina or had a lot of pressure on his body, he would have capitalized on the win. Just as Goku said in episode 27, if the fight were to drag on a little longer, he would have been in hot water. But then again, that raises question about Frost. You know, how many transformations does he have? How powerful he truly is, and if he's going to be able to contend against Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan levels. So, what are your final thoughts on the entirety of Frost and what he's going to bring to the table?
I mean, I like just that he's a good guy, not that he's an evil emperor. Like we've stated many times, it's just really surprising how you can rule a whole universe not being a tyrant because we haven't seen that, especially in the Dragon Ball series, right? And I really like what he has to bring to the table and how I want to see exactly how strong he is. I'm pretty excited to see that. I mean, I'm really excited to see the entirety of this arc because I mean it's brand new and it's gonna be crazy in my opinion. I
So,
really
so
do
how
think
many
so.
how many transformations do you think Frost holds? Do you think like one, two, or three, or maybe more?
I don't want it to be like Frieza. I want it to be like three.
Three
Three
forms.
stages. Yeah, I just want to be like three stages. Like, okay, this is my normal form, right? And then he goes a little bit higher. Then he's like, you know what? You want to see my final form? I got you, bro. And then
Oh, so then
he
he
goes
has
final
okay,
form.
so similar to like Cooler in a way, I believe. Well, not
Yeah,
really, but like just
kind of.
having another transformation, like not to the point where Frieza had one, two, three, four, and then Golden and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of see your point on that. But what about like what he's gonna bring to the table? Like, what is Frost gonna bring to the battlefield when he steps up to fight whoever it is he's gonna fight?
I think he's gonna fight Goku. I think Goku's gonna last until that long, and I think he's gonna beat Goku. I really do think so.
So you think Frost is gonna beat Goku?
I think Frost's gonna beat
Super
Goku.
Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku?
Super Saiyan got Super Saiyan Goku. Sounds
Oh,
crazy right now, but as soon as we start seeing more Frost, I mean, you never know.
it's going to be awesome, guys. So let us know what you guys think down in the comment section below on what your thoughts are on Frost and what he's going to bring to the table. And if you guys believe that he is going to push Goku and Vegeta in their Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan forms, essentially, to the brink to where either they're going to be forced to work together, or perhaps maybe someone else like Monaka is going to have to step in and take their place. Let us know what you guys think down in the comment section below, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe. That way you guys don't miss a single episode. If you guys enjoyed, if you guys cannot wait for the arc, smash that like button, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Check out JRzSaiyan, everybody. He is an awesome lad. On that note, guys, we'll be seeing you all in the next update. Take it easy, guys. Peace.